going to be on YouTube. Do you have anything you want to say? Not gonna lie, it's a little bit creepy. Good morning, and thanks for joining me. So today we're going to head out to Sorrento, but first I got to pack up some gear. Please don't mind my garage, it's an absolute disaster. I definitely need to clean up in here, but in the meantime, we're just going to get ready for today's adventure. So this is your first reminder to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's get going. So I always keep a mandatory bag, I call it. And this is a bag of stuff that we bring with us on every single trip. But in here I have all the mandatory stuff that we absolutely have to have when we're on the water. Unfortunately, my bag is ripping open, so I need a new one. I found this one up at Winners. Hopefully it holds up. It seems to be about the same size. So let's go through this. First thing is my toolkit. If you want to know a little bit more about what I got going on in here, hit me up in the comments and I'll open this thing up and show you exactly what's going on with this. But this has come in handy several times, so I always keep some tools with me. The next thing that is absolutely mandatory is my first aid kit. And it looks pretty huge, right? There's actually kind of a funny story behind that. Again, if you're interested, hit me up in the comments and, we can talk about it. But you should always have a first aid kit with you. The next two things are my bilge pump and my sponge. Toilet paper. This might be a little bit gross, but I keep dog poop bags in the toilet paper. That way, if we have to go somewhere where you can't just dig up holes and bury your shit, we can actually take it out with us if need be. It really hasn't come up that much. Generally, we don't need this, but it's better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. Of course, gotta have your life jacket. I also always carry a knife with me. And my pillow is just for my seat back because I changed the seat back over. There's a whole story behind that too. I got a story for everything. Anyways, this isn't necessarily a mandatory piece of gear, but kind of is. So this is the mandatory gear. This is we don't go out on the water without this bag, ever. So now we're going to get the extra gear that I want to bring for this particular trip. In the cooler behind me I have 3 totes. This tote, which is the smallest tote, has our day trip kind of stuff in it. So this is the stuff that we'd bring out just for a day trip. See, we got another sponge for Sam, wind blocker, got some burners, Sam's life jacket. But what I want today is, this is a tripod, we'll bring this. I want a camping chair. This one's Sam's. You can tell because it's still intact. mine is all broken and messed up. And then this is going to be the star of the show today. We're bringing a pair of gloves. I'm planning to have a fire today, and anytime I have a fire, I like to have gloves just for a little extra protection. You guys should recognize this. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love this thing. It's my folding camp table. However, today I'm not bringing the table. I'm just bringing my folding saw. Oh, one more thing. It's tick season. Don't forget the bug spray. So that's my basic gear for the day. I don't really know much about the area that I'm going to, so this should be an interesting trip. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Let's load up the boat. Go. All right, we're on the water. I'm not too familiar with this lake, so I'm not really sure where to go. I'm thinking though that we might as well head over to Copper Island. That looks kind of cool, so let's go check that out. Oh, should I track this trip? Let's track this. Okay, tracker's on. All right. It's a pretty nice day. I'm not expecting much in terms of wind. Hopefully I don't have to worry about it. There's a lot of development on this lake, so I'm hoping to be able to find somewhere relatively secluded so that we can stop and have a fire and cook some food. Gorgeous day out here though. To be honest, I'm surprised that there's not more people out here because it's a beautiful day. I was talking to those guys over there about the parking situation, and apparently they don't even come around here very often. The girl referred to him as that guy, which I thought was weird. Maybe they're on a date or something, but it was kind of weird that she didn't refer to him by name. Maybe she didn't want me to know his name. Could be some sort of weird stalker. The kayak killer. Might be a neat story. Kayak's a terrible getaway vehicle though. The mountains in the distance still have snow on them. That's pretty cool. Kind of paddling straight into a mild headwind, so I'm just going to veer off a little bit, just a slight angle here, and see if I can't get that wind to sort of help me out a little bit. So we're approaching Copper Island. I think once I get there, I'm gonna pull over for a quick second and take a break. All right, a short break and a quick visit with a buddy, and let's carry on. So now we're gonna circumnavigate Copper Island, and it's getting pretty warm out. I put my hood on just to keep the sun off my neck. The forecast actually said that it was going to be a little bit cloudy today, so I was expecting more coverage than what we got. So I didn't bring any sunscreen or nothing. Look at that. That's cool. And then the way this just drops off too. Also very, very cool. Hey, big guy. It's okay, I'm not gonna bother you. No, it's okay. I'll leave you alone. I kind of think that one must be guarding a nest or something. Otherwise, why wouldn't it take off with the rest? Oh, what's this? No camping, no fires. Damn, I was just thinking. Yeah. I was just looking at that, the rocky outcrops there, thinking, man, this would be a cool place to have a fire. This rocky stuff looks kind of soft almost. Looks like it's kind of fuzzy. Look at the lines and waves in this. Cool. Oh, we got another goose here. They probably have nests all over up in here. Getting mesmerized by the birds again. Actually, this time I was getting mesmerized by the rocks. Like, this is just so cool. Look at this cliff. I wonder if this is where they do the cliff jumping. I know they cliff jump off this island. I don't know where. Oh, check that goose out there. I'm gonna try to go a little wide here and give this guy a good berth. You're gonna be on YouTube. Do you have anything you want to say? There's another one on the ledge up ahead there. They're just all over the place out here. This might be another one of those lighthouses. I think it is. I don't know if you really call it a lighthouse or maybe it's a beacon, because it's not a house at all. Even though, you know, it's supposed to have fires here. I mean, in the dead of summer, it gets so friggin' hot that you don't want a fire anyways, but like, all these spots here would be really cool spots to come and just hang out for a day. Look, boom. That's a nice rocky kind of beach. You can set up a towel there. It's not very big. We'll have to remember this place. Very shallow here. And again, lots of really nice spots to just set up where some people could hang out for a day and enjoy a day on the lake. We'll have to do that this summer. It's not even that hard to paddle here. You hear his feet slapping on the rocks? Look at that. Whoa. This must be where they do the cliff jumping. It's not very big, but yeah, it definitely drops off huge there. Eagle up there circling overhead. And there, our circumnavigation of Copper Island is complete. Oh, I like that. I'm locked in here. This is nice. Okay. Let's move the camera so I don't trip as I'm getting out. Wouldn't be very graceful. Let's pause. So 2 hours and 30 minutes on the water so far, and I've done 11.8 kilometers. Not too bad. I'm trying not to push it too hard, so okay. Oh, don't do that. Well, I made it to shore. This looks like a pretty sweet little beach, actually. But have a look at this view. Pretty nice spot to have lunch. This place looks pretty cool, so I actually want to rip around and have a little look around and see. There's something going on over here, and there's some stuff over there, and then I got to find out where I want to sit down and set up. Looks like there's a little table over here already, so we might set up just right by that table. I don't know, but yeah, let's have a look around and see what it is. What the hell have we got going on over here? Somebody's been burning candles. This rock is really cool. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit creepy. Oh, got an old spilly. More Milwaukees, old Milwaukees, they're old. Jesus Christ, did I walk up on somebody's friggin' some homeless person's home here? Like, check this out. Huh. Yeah, so somebody definitely did build this intentionally. And it did collapse. Looks like there was another little spot like this right in here. You can see they cut the tin around the tree. And this was probably supporting the middle. Probably attached to this with a USB cord. Oh, an HDMI. Awesome. Tons of beer, like this blanket thing. I don't even want, oh, this is a house coat, I think. I don't even really want to touch it. Roanoke Gaming would be very proud of me right now. Oh look, a nice shiny spoon. If you know why I flipped that over to check the back, then you know what's up. This is like a good spot for a tent. Just rake up the sticks and pine cones. Like, look at the crap that's in here. I don't know what this is. It's plastic for something. Oh, I see. Some birch in there. We got another chair over here and a big pot. Folding chair. Some books. What do we got here? Umbrella? Oh. Paddles for a probably an inflatable. Touring the Land of the Dead and 99 Kisses. 2 novellas. Interesting. This is an umbrella or something. Yeah, that's an umbrella for a picnic table. I love this fire pit here. Like, I wish it wasn't full of all this crap, but this is really cool. This is definitely a bone from something. There's bark. I'm gonna start my fire with that. So I was right about the tires. And a table with a 2x4 on it. So this is definitely an interesting little site. I can't tell if this is just, you know, years of people coming here and hanging out, or if somebody actually tried to set up an encampment and live here. It would be a lot cooler if there wasn't so much garbage. There's a lot of garbage here, which is unfortunate. But it's actually a pretty cool little spot, and we're going to enjoy it. You see how easy that was? That's why it's so important to be responsible out here. This is why I always bring gloves. I brought a chair. It's right there, but for some reason I'm going to use this log instead. All right, we're just going to do a walk around and make sure that we haven't left nothing behind. So this is where I had lunch. Oh, I got to check my ashes here too. I thought I was going to use that stick there, but I didn't end up using it. Look at this rock. That's friggin' cool.
So this is where I had my stuff. There's nothing of mine here, so we're good. Got everything. A ladybug there. That's supposed to be good luck. Okay. I'm gonna try for the plunk and slide. Oh, maybe not. If you don't know what the plunk and slide is, you have to go back to this video, and that's where we coined a term, the plunk and slide. I'm not quite doing it here though. All right, we are back on the water. So yeah, there's not much more to say. Looks like there's a little bit of breeze out, and well, this is a different ladybug. So yeah, so let's just get going. We got to get home now. So I got everything loaded up, and I guess that's the end of this trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And if you did, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to keep up with more videos. I've got another one coming out soon where Mike, Dave, and I plan to spend a couple days on the North Thompson River. So that should be a pretty cool trip. But until then, that's going to be the end of it. So thanks for staying this long, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.